Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I am super excited because it's that time of the month again where I sit down and film a Korean skincare haul. I try to do one video a month which I dedicate just to all the best that's coming out of Korea in terms of skincare, and this is that video for the month of May. Last month we featured the best Korean moisturizers, and you guys said how much you enjoyed those recommendations, so I'm going to leave a link to that video up there if you haven't checked it out already. But today it is the turn of the cleansers. I've chosen 5 of the most popular Korean cleansers, and I've put them through their paces over the past month. I've discovered some instant ding 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 holy grails, but also a couple of wah 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 total fails I'd probably say save your money on. There's something here for everyone, whether you've got the most dry skin going or like me, you have super oily and acne prone skin. There's a cleanser here for everyone. So sit back, relax, and let's talk all things Korean cleansers. Now, before we cut the waffle and get into the video, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Stylevanna, who are a fantastic online resource for all Asian skincare, beauty, fashions. They have it all. They very kindly sent me all of the products which I'm featuring in today's video and let me try them out, which is so kind. So a big thank you to Stylevanna. They also did give me a code for 10% off for you guys, which I'll leave on the screen here if you do want to shop any of these products. The links are all in the description box below, as are the timestamps. So if there's a particular product that you're interested in, use the timestamps below to jump to that part in the video, be my guest. Now, that's enough of an intro, so let's jump straight on into it. And in the spirit of positivity, I want to start with my Holy Grail products first. And one of my favorite finds of this month was this. This is the Purito From Green Deep Foaming Cleanser. Purito are one of my favorite K skincare brands. I absolutely love them. I love their ethos, and so many of their products work so well for me. Their buffet, which is a beautiful blend of peptides, is a must in my skincare routine, and I keep buying it time and time again. I had previously tried their cleansing oil, which so many of you guys recommend and call out as being absolutely amazing. Whilst it was so effective, it didn't work that well for my skin, which is a little bit on the oilier side. I still think I prefer a gel cleanser over that one, so I was super excited to try this. This is their gel version of that oil cleanser, which has become a little bit of a cult favorite, and honestly, this performed so well on my skin. It's got a really nice blend of ingredients. When we think foam cleansers, we often think they're going to be quite harsh, quite stripping, which isn't always a bad thing if, like me, you have very oily skin, but it can leave people feeling a little bit tight and their skin feeling a little bit raw. Not with this product. I think there's 2 reasons for this. One, they use natural saponins, which are much more gentle than some of the more heavy duty ones that you'll see in some cleansers. And also it's pH balanced to 5.5, which is our skin's optimal pH. I love Korean cleansers because they are often pH balanced, which just means that our skincare routine starts off in the right way. We're not starting off with a super stripping and drying product, which then means we're kind of fighting against that dehydration for the rest of our routine. This is definitely going to be a staple in my skincare routine going forward. It's very thick when you apply it. It goes like a really thick cream, but lathers into a beautiful but light foam and washes away without a trace. I'd say this is pretty much a standalone cleanse. It will do all you need it to do, unless maybe you're wearing heavy duty makeup, waterproof mascara and things like that, where you might want to use it as part of a double cleanse. But for day-to-day use, it works perfectly as a standalone cleanse and gets everything off the skin you need it to. This was a 10 out of 10 product, and definitely one that I'd be recommending. Now, you know it's been a good month in terms of trying products when you start a video off with 2 10 out of 10 Holy Grail products, because the second one, honestly, it was so difficult to choose between the Purito and this, which is the beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. These 2 were so good, it was hard to choose which to feature first. This is kind of like the balm version of the Purito. I say the Purito one works best for people with combination or oily skin, because I think we can always benefit from that light foaming. If you have very dry skin, I think a balm cleanser is going to be your best friend, and this, honestly, is to die for. It is so good. This is a very thick balm, and it blends like butter onto the skin. Honestly, it just melts and feels so luxurious. I am a little bit of a hardcore fangirl when it comes to beauty of Joseon, because there isn't a single product I've tried from them so far that I haven't fallen in love with. Their Dynasty Cream was one of the standout products in last month's moisturizer video, and honestly, they're keeping up with it with their cleansers. This, so good. The one thing I'm going to call out with this, which maybe is why the Purito just pipped it in terms of first place in this video, is this does contain some fragrance components. Now, that isn't an issue for most people. For someone like me who has very resilient skin that isn't prone to sensitivity, that's not an issue. But if you are looking to minimize the amount of fragrance in your skincare routine, this might not be the right product for you. Interestingly, it doesn't actually have a scent. This is what I find quite confusing. Whilst it has linalool in here and some other fragrant components, it's actually actually a really neutral scent. You're using it and you're enveloped in that luxury with the feel of the butter and the balm, so gorgeous. Yet it doesn't have a scent at all. So I was a little bit confused about that, but certainly it's a very pleasant product to apply. What I think sets this apart from some of the other balm cleansers that are on the market is, first of all, it's got quite a unique blend of oils in here. So it's got hyacinth in here, which is gorgeous and just a really nice and quite different ingredient to have in that you don't always see in standard skincare. But also, just beyond that beautiful blend of oils, it also contains a small amount of clay. This means that it actually is quite suitable for people like me that have oily, acne-prone skin, and yet it still doesn't strip or dry the skin. I think that small amount of clay added to it just makes it a little bit more applicable for more skin types and gives an overall more elegant feel to the product. I fell hard for this, and this is actually my second bottle. I got through one in a month. It's been super hot here in the UK, so I've been wearing a lot more sunscreen than I would normally do, and this just melted it all off in one. It was kind of like my go-to balm cleanser all month. Total holy grail, and I would definitely recommend this unless you have the most sensitive skin and you're looking to avoid some of those fragrant components, but definitely a 10 out of 10, ding ding ding, holy grail. Now those products were instant holy grails. There are two products that I tried this month that I wouldn't say were total fails by any means, but don't fit into that holy grail category either. These are like the 5, 6 out of 10 star products. First one is this is Sioris Day by Day Cleansing Gel. Now I actually realised after I ordered this, I've tried this before. I think I tried this very early on in the channel when I was first dipping my toe into like the Korean skincare realm. I think I did try this. This is unique because it doesn't have water as its main ingredient. Often when you look at cleansers, water will be the number one cleanser, particularly with gel cleansers. This isn't. It's actually got some fruit waters which are used in lieu of traditional water, which I thought was different and something worth trying. Now I remember having tried this before. This is actually quite drying on the skin. Whilst that's not a problem for someone like me that has very oily, acne prone skin, I think for most people you'll just find this a little bit too drying. In the summer months where I am super greasy, like honestly my grease just goes into hyper overdrive, this will be a great product and I'm going to keep it because I think for those months it will be an absolute saviour. But for most of the months I do think this will still be a little bit stripping and drying. And when you've got like the Purito as a great gel alternative, why would I keep reaching for this when I just think the Purito performs that a little bit better and I just enjoyed the consistency on my skin that little bit more. It's not a bad product by any stretch, and if you have other experiences with this, share it in the comments below as you should with your thoughts or feelings on any of these products. But for me it was just not as good as the Purito, and so that one was so good, this kind of just didn't compare. Now finally, in the average category, not the holy grails but not the total fails, I'm going to give this product 6 out of 10, and this is the Moringa Oil to Foam Cleanser. Now the reason I tried this is because, again, reasonably innovative and unique in that it takes an oil base, it comes on the skin as an oil but then turns into a nice rich foam. I thought this was super innovative and kind of would work as an all-in-one double cleanse. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think that a product that combines both in one will ever be as effective as doing a standalone balm cleanse and following on with a standalone gel cleanse. However, for people that are short on time, maybe don't want to splurge on 2 products but still want to get the benefits of a double cleanse, this could be a really great option. This obviously has moringa here as an extract in here, which is kind of like the key botanical and what it's named after, but I'd say it gives a really effective cleanse. It goes in as a very rich oil and then you add a few splashes of water to the skin and you can just work it into a really rich lather. As with all the ones I've said today, I think it would work as a standalone cleanser unless you have very thick makeup on, maybe you're wearing waterproof makeup, then you might want to use it as part of a double cleanse even though it's badged as a double cleanse all in one. I'm giving this product 6 out of 10 because it loses a few marks for the directions. So the directions on this product are so confusing. So it says use an appropriate amount. I hate that sort of terminology because what is appropriate amount? I'd rather they didn't put anything on there than put something like that I think is a little bit confusing. And also it says to add 2 drops of water to the skin to work into a foam. You can't do that. You need to actually splash quite a bit of water on to get a real meaningful foam going. So I think the direction's a little bit confusing, and also I don't think it's going to be as effective as doing a standalone double cleanse with 2 individual steps, but definitely really good product to check out if you are kind of looking for that double cleanse in a single product. Now, I said we have the ding 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 holy grails, and then we'd come on to those wah 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 total fails. And obviously, I never like to find a total fail, but I like to call them out when I see them so that you guys, A, could share your different opinions if you disagree with me entirely, because skincare is totally unique and personal, but also so you guys can save your money and maybe splurge on some of the other splurge-worthy items. First of all is this. This is actually a Japanese brand. I do this every month. I buy Korean skincare and then I always accidentally choose a Japanese brand. I still badge the video as Korean skincare, but I do just want to make the distinction. I can tell the difference between Korea, Japan. I know they're two different countries, so I want to call that out. But I just want to give this a shout out. This is the Kose Speedy Cleansing Oil. So I use this and then I actually did some more research and found out Kose aren't an entirely cruelty-free brand, and I only like to use products that are cruelty-free. I'm not saying everybody has to do that. That's just my personal preference. So that was an instant, didn't really tick many boxes for me from the start. And this is supposed to be a cleansing oil. This I used twice on my face and it was breakout central. I know a lot of people said, well, if you've got oily skin, why would you be using a cleansing oil? And this is actually a common myth. People with very oily, acne-prone skin can absolutely use a cleansing oil and get some really great benefits from it. It's a myth that we need to stay away from oils. So whatever's in this, and it's really difficult to know because it's actually all in Japanese and it's really difficult to find the English translation, just didn't agree with my skin. And I don't think this is a product that will work very well with people with oily or acne-prone skin. The reason I did want to try this is because I thought it'd be a great option for the body. Someone that wants a oil-based cleanse for the body, all that hydration, could be a really great option, but I didn't find it left me particularly hydrated. I still thought it stripped the skin a little bit, and it just really didn't work for me. Obviously, share your thoughts and feelings if you do disagree, but I just think this was a firm pass for my skin type, and it's not one that I'd really recommend for many people. Now, finally, and I was really excited to try this, and it's one of those products that I'm not going to call an instant fail, but it's one that you might want to consider for your routine. This is the Wellderma peptide cleanser with application brush. So how this works is you get the cleanser in the bottom, so it comes in a little cleansing tube there, and it has a silicone brush to massage it into the skin. I do quite like a tool to do a little bit of facial massage and to really work that cleanser in to kind of get more benefit from your cleanser, so I thought this was a really good idea. The actual cleanser in here is useless. It did nothing for my skin. I really didn't like it. But the reason I'm not calling it a total fail is the price point is quite reasonable and it is so soft, easy to clean. This felt so good on the skin as like a massage tool. And what I would say is it's perfect for travel. Rinse out this rubbish cleanser that's in here and fill it up with your favorite cleanser. And then you can travel with it. It's got a super tight cap so it won't leak everywhere. And you've kind of got a massage tool and a cleanser all in one. It'll fit enough that you can probably get like a week and a half holiday out of this if you're traveling with it. I just think this was really, really good. So it's not a total fail. Yes, I didn't like the cleanser that it came with, but you know what? That's fine. I still think I can repurpose this and actually get so much benefit. If you're looking for a really nice cleansing tool that won't break the bank, is super easy to clean because these silicone fibers here will be so easy to keep clean, I would definitely recommend this. Total holy grail as a product concept. I just think the product they actually gave us with it wasn't that great. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of all the Korean cleansers I've been trying this month. I'm so glad that I got to try some of your personal recommendations. You guys have been saying how amazing that Beauty of Joseon cleanser is, so I'm so glad I got to try it, and I totally agree with you. That and the Purito are definitely going to become permanent fixtures in my skincare routine, and I absolutely adored using both of them. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on these, and also give me some recommendations for Korean skincare products you'd want me to try out. I do this video every single month, so I'd love to feature some of your recommendations. While you're down there leaving a comment, if you could give this video a like, a big thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye!